Punijana Punikuruso. Om Dare Tu Re Mama Ye. 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 Punijana Punikuruso. Where's the camera? Hi. Happy Friday. Feels great for it to be Friday. I slept in today, which was much needed. I was feeling very tired yesterday, so today was makeup day. So I haven't done a ton with my day so far. So I'll have to get a little done this evening, but I feel well rested and happy to be here practicing. And happy to be here practicing with you. I'm glad that you are here. I do feel a little bit like Mr. Rogers when I say that. Won't you be my meditator? I won't change my shoes, I promise. Maybe my sweater, but... Oh, it's good. We had a good chanting session last night, our monthly chanting. So if you didn't catch that last night, it's recorded on whatever channel you're looking at right now. You can find a recording of it from yesterday. If you notice, I changed up the camera angle a little bit, just for something new. I'll keep it moving around the room. Maybe I'll attach it to the ceiling, and it'll be fun. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. So we're here to meditate. And as I often remind, if you're new to this, welcome, and don't be too anxious. You'll catch on pretty quickly. I try to explain what it is that we're doing, what it is we're focusing on in a practical way. There's certainly, as you noticed if you tuned right into the beginning of this, I do some chanting or some mantra work to help bring me, or breath work, to bring me intentionally presently into this moment. Super important to have a direction and a focus when you sit down to meditate. So first, I like you to check in with your body, see what's going on physically. Are you having any discomfort, any pains or aches, or maybe there's a persistent toothache, or maybe you're experiencing a little bit of allergies or sinuses or something like that. And not that we need to focus on that, just be certainly aware that you are having a bit of reaction to whatever. It could be, maybe you have a bad back, or maybe you did too much yard work yesterday and now you're a little sore. So just be aware it can affect your unconscious reactivity when you're not aware of it. So when we're aware of it, we can sort of support what's going on. If you're having a backache, you can maybe adjust your posture, or sit differently, or maybe support yourself with a chair back, or sit against the wall, or maybe a pillow to help ease the discomfort a little bit. Same with our mental activity. So we want to check in mentally, emotionally. Where are you at today? Are you just feeling perpetually agitated today? That was a little bit of me yesterday. I was quite aware of it. But that, for me, often lends to racing thoughts when I'm feeling tired and anxious and unsettled, and it kind of compounds. So if I'm not aware of it, then it can certainly drive itself right out of town and onto the crazy open road, and doesn't feel like there's any reining it in. But awareness sanctifies everything. So we want to be aware. Are you feeling emotional? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling joyful? Are you feeling liberated and free? That's great too. All of these things are focuses for your awareness. So you need to just touch base with your own physical state, mental state. Where are you at? So that you can support yourself in an appropriate way. And that starts with compassion. Just having compassion for yourself, that you are a human having a human reaction to your experience. It's just perfectly natural. We just want to be awake and aware that it's happening. That way we insert a little bit of wisdom and compassion in between stimulus and response. Just that moment of awareness. That's what's happening. Super helpful. So we want to, as we settle into our meditation, we want to find that place. And if you look, it's not hard to find. It's naturally always there. We don't have to achieve it. You don't have to take a pill for it, but it's really that enlightened space of that are unaffected, that part of you that is the watcher. It's unaffected by whatever drama is going on physically or mentally, emotionally, that it's unaffected, that it just sees and is completely unaffected by what's going on. It's not hard to find. Just sort of step back when you start seeing the bouncing emotion in front of you, then you know that you're in that space. And that's the root of our experience, is that place. So the human part springs from that consciousness. So both are always there. We just tend to focus on our own human state. Feels very individual, very separate, and causes a lot of suffering because we don't just take that step back and go, oh, look, Ron is having a reaction. He's having a reaction to some pain or having some reaction to his tiredness. So when we can take that step back, then we've settled into a very enlightened vantage point. Not hard to find, and it exists within you, and not far from where you're at now. So just look around. When we settle into our meditative state of stillness, it kind of quiets some of that reactivity enough that we can see what is reaction and what is non-reactive, just experience, and just the watcher of that experience. So as we sit, that is much of our goal. So I'll ring the bell 3 times, and that marks the beginning of our time sitting and practicing this awakened spontaneous awareness. As the bell settles, the ring, the sound settles, let yourself settle right along with it. As that sound settles into stillness, so does our attentive awareness, sitting and watching in stillness. Begin by watching the breath, your breath, breathing in, expanding in the lower belly, relaxing and releasing on each out breath. Focusing on your in-breath and relaxing and releasing on the out-breath. Noticing as it comes and goes. There's no benefit in trying to hold on to your breath or push it away. The same is true with thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations. Allow them to just come and go. Coming and going, unaffected by their coming and going. Just watch. Like sitting and watching clouds move across the sky, coming and going, unaffected by their movement. No need to try to control the weather. So just let it go. Let it come and go, like the breath, like waves on the shoreline, like clouds in the sky. And you, unaffected. How is that? Was it easy to keep your awareness here and now? Or was it difficult? I think we experienced both. It was easy for me today, but I'm well rested. That helps. Well practiced and well rested. But sometimes it's just difficult. Thoughts arise and we follow them habitually, unconsciously. That's just part of our conditioning. So we understand that. We feel compassion toward ourselves for that experience of conditioning and response. So it takes a little bit of diligence, a little bit of work to be able to harness that attentive awareness. It's there. It's always there. You can tap it anytime, but it takes your attentive awareness to access it. So practice that. Whatever you're doing, brushing your teeth, tying your shoe, or walking. All available all the time and for all of us. So that's all I have for today. I hope that was beneficial and that you're able to practice and put that into action even off your cushion. So I'll be back here tomorrow at 2:30. We'll practice again.